talking about, we're running a condensed version of the offense with Dak, is the one esteemed colleague of ours from a different network said that it was the Dak and Dink offense, or the Dink and Dak offense, something like that, which, I mean, isn't bad because it's working. So why
Patriots do it? Exactly.
Why, fix something that isn't broken is what I'm basically trying to say.
I totally agree with you. I have an issue with, it seems like some of these offensive coordinators get way ahead. They overthink the game some.
Exactly.
And you could score on every possession. But I think they overthink it way too much, and they try to micromanage these offense.
And that's what Scott Linehan did last year, which is why I think a lot of the quarterbacks that we put in there struggled, because they put too much on the plate of Whedon and Castle and Kellen Moore.
Oh, last year was just a nightmare. Because
but just watching it as that way, I think he actually did do that, and I think he learned from his mistake for this season and kind of eased Dak into it.
I think Darren McFadden should have been your starting running back last year instead of
Chase Joseph Randall.
Yeah, over
Cedar
Joseph
Steeler.
Randall.
Our Dillard's
in prison
Steeler
right
Steeler.
now.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm with you with the whole Dak Prescott until the day that he just completely has a meltdown. That's when you pull him.
Which even in the Philadelphia game, he played bad for 3.5 quarters, but when it mattered most and when he needed the win, he played like he should play.
I'll go ahead and make a prediction that Houston beats Jacksonville handily.
In Jacksonville, I'm there with you. with you.
I don't know.
I think Jacksonville's on the way to another top 10 pick that they won't nail.
Top 5.
I don't know about top 5, but
I don't know. Houston's.
I can remember the last time Jacksonville beat Houston.
You can or you can't.
I can.
Yeah.
And it was, oh man, I was still living in Waco, and this was the year. It was a Hail Mary, and it was Jacksonville won the game by a Hail Mary. The Texans knocked the ball. I mean, when you're Hail Mary, you're taught to knock the ball down,
not catch it.
Not catch it, knock it down. That's exactly what the defensive back. He spiked it down to the ground. It just happened that spiked it right to a Jacksonville player. As he's coming down, he's like, "Hey, look what I got!" and walked it right in the end zone. Yeah. That's how they won the game.
I think I remember that as well.
That was the last time the Jaguars beat the Texans.
Wow.
So, all right. So
I can tell you're very proud of saying that right there.
Well, no, it wasn't a very. I was sitting in my house in Waco, going, "That just really happened."
You were shell shocked. Yeah.
How do you lose a game like that? All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Coming up next, we're going to a new segment called Lone Star Baseball. Lone Star Baseball, where we combine the two teams from
Houston
and
Texas.
So.
Houston,
Stick around.
Not Houston, Texas.
Not Houston.
The Astros and the Rangers.
The Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros.
Yes.
Courtesy of Kurt. He came up with that idea.
Thank you.
# trademark Lone Star Baseball.
Lone Star Baseball. I like that one. Stick around. We'll be back in just a couple.
Are you getting squeezed by the economic downturn? Hey, you were doing fine. Then, all of a sudden, you're having a tough time paying your family's credit card bills. Maybe you were downsized or even lost a job, but you still owe 10 grand or more in credit card bills. And you just can't afford the minimum payments anymore. We're here to help. We are the Genesis Debt Partners. We know the secrets to negotiate better terms with your creditors. Make a free 10-minute call right now and learn how we can help you get out of debt. 800-807-9767. If you owe 10 grand or more in credit card debt and you want to learn how you can pay less and get out of debt faster, call right now. 800-807-9767. 800-807-9767. Get out of debt now. 800-807-9767.
Hey everybody, your pal Gavin Mitchell here from my friends at Texas Elite Landscape. We all have that embarrassing spot in our yard we just can't seem to get grass to grow. Or perhaps you're tired of pumping hundreds and thousands of dollars into your yard just to get it to turn green when the weather warms up. Or maybe the constant maintenance is just too much to bear. Well, my friends at Texas Elite Landscaping are the most respected synthetic grass installation specialists in North Texas. Locally owned and operated, they have installed over 1 million square feet of the highest quality grass made right here in the USA. And I know what you're thinking. Is it pet and child friendly? You bet it is. So whether you want your yard looking picture perfect year round, no matter what the season is, or perhaps you'd like a putting green in the backyard to keep your husband home on Saturdays, give my friends at Texas Elite Landscaping a call today. 214-298-7726. That's 214-298-7726. Or find them at TexasEliteLandscaping.com.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls? Start saving thousands in interest and fees and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-824-3301. 800-824-3301. That's 800-824-3301. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
Boy, man, I had a rough night's sleep. Boy, I got a letter from the IRS yesterday, and I just couldn't sleep. Man, I'm dying here. Somebody help me.
IRS problems affect more than just your finances. If you're ready to take back control of your life and you owe more than $10,000, you need to call the Tax Doctor. Their expert staff can immediately protect you from the IRS and state collectors and get you the best possible tax settlement guaranteed. The IRS has recently released new programs geared in helping struggling taxpayers, where you may qualify to settle your tax debt and wipe out up to 85% or more of what you currently owe. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call the Tax Doctor right now. See if you qualify to pay less. 800-631-9123. 800-631-9123. 800-631-9123. Again, 800-631-9123.
We're back, and we're the Texas Strangers with David Carson and Kirk Jones.
Thank you, Bradley. This is the Texas Strangers. I'm Kirk. That's David. Thanks for having me on again, guys. I appreciate that. I feel like I'm getting comfortable with.
We like you, so we brought you back.
With the setting here.
There we go.
So, as you teased earlier, David, we're going to get into Lone Star Baseball.
Which you came up with the name for.
On the fly, man.
That's where the best stuff happens. When you're on the fly.
Just brainstorming,
and pre-show
meeting, just brainstorming and throwing ideas out there. And this is where we get into a little bit of baseball in the state of Texas, which at the professional level, which is Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers.
Now, last week we talked a little bit about Derek Holland.
Yeah, we did.
11.6,
11.5.
Whatever.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
And they rejected it.
Which
we
said.
Which we expected that.
Right. We called it. You heard it here last.
Yeah, right. You heard it here last on your Wednesday or whenever you're listening to. You probably should.
Well, I think they heard it here first because then the news broke after we put out the broadcast.
Well,
so we could take credit for
rejecting it.
Yeah, us rejecting it, and then the Rangers following suit.
I give you that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
give ourselves more credit there.
Derek Holland made his rounds around the DFW circuit of radio stations.
Yes, he did.
I did hear him on ESPN.
Okay.
Dallas. I know we talked about pre-show that he made it to all three major stations.
Right.
I listened to him on ESPN Dallas, and I'll give Derek that it sounded like he was really going to miss the Rangers organization, the fans, his time, because it's where he kind of grew up.
Well, see, there's nothing saying that he can't come back. he's not going to get that 11.5
come back at a
whatever
reduced price, yeah.
Right.
whatever the price it is.
Right.
He's going to have to come at a
But
very,
I doubt he's going to come back.
He's going to have to come at a very discounted rate.
Right.
Now,
Probably, maybe even a minor league.
because this is a kind of, I would say, somewhat of a poor free agent market
for pitchers, especially pitchers.
Yeah, for pitchers. So
starting pitchers specifically.
But anyway, I heard him on the station that I used to be at previously, or they teased it, and they're like, "Oh, Derek Holland's coming up next," and guess what I did?
The local CBS
I turned it right off.
The local CBS radio station, put it that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is what kind of drives me nuts about Dallas media is that we hold on to some of these players and we're like, oh, we love you so much, but we don't want to let you go. So you have to take this farewell, goodbye. Let's go to this station, that station, this television station, that television station. We'll even put you on the CW33 if you want.
Where their anchors are tatted up, look like they just got out of Loose Derrick.
But yeah, the anchors rolling up on Harleys and stuff like that.
Loose Derrick.
Oh, it's Loose Derrick?
Yeah, it's Loose Derrick.
I thought it was Loose Derrick.
Loose Derrick.
Well, I don't plan on ever going there, so I don't.
It's
Loose Derrick. Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
My fault.
What is that?
It's a prison.
The mental prison for people that have mental problems.
Where is it?
It's
down
in Texas.
It's in Dallas.
Yeah.
It's right down the road. It's like right across from 35.
You never heard of Loose Derrick?
No.
That's what when people say, like, when you're crazy, they're going to take you to Loose Derrick. But he said Loose Derrick.
Yeah, Loose Derrick. Yeah, right.
I mean, do I look like I'm crazy? Do you think I would know where the crazy institution
You kind of
is?
do right now.
You kind of do some crazy vibrations right
You
now.
kind of do right now.
With your hands and all this stuff. And
Well, see, I know, what is that road right down here? I go down 35. Is that Interstate 35?
It's
Interstate
35E, I
No,
think.
is that 30 or 20 that goes?
That's just right over here?
Yeah, it's right over here.
That's 35.
No, that's 35, but if I make a right, that's
Oh,
30, right?
30, yes.
Tollway?
Yes.
No, that's toll.
30.
I'm going south.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
30. Yeah, 30,
Okay, so
30.
if I go 30 and I'm going toward Cowtown, Fort Worth,
Uh-huh.
I see there's something over there that's all has a cage around it, and it has.
It doesn't look like a prison whenever I
doesn't.
see it.
But
It looks like a
there's
building.
There's
Yeah,
a
it just
jail.
looks like a random building.
Yeah.
If I'm going west and I look right there on the to the right hand side, I know I know what a jail is.
You know what a jail looks
I
like.
know what a jail looks like. Okay.
Personal experience, I'm sure.
On the next episode of
On the next
Texas
episode.
Strangers, we're going to experience David's prison years here.
Oh no.
He's probably secretly been to Loose Derrick, and he's...
It's just like,
I
giving us all
didn't
this
know what you
crap.
guys were talking about.
Loose
so.
Derrick. Look, you got your computer right there. Google.
All right, we'll do that another time.
I'll
Let's
do that
that
another time.
Yes.
This is a sports. We're
We're
not
getting
talking
derailed.
about the crazies.
Mental health problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So,
We digress there.
but anyway, what I was saying is, Dallas people have a hard time of letting go of players they need to let go.
Right.
And Derek Holland this is a prime example.
1A of Dirk with the Mavericks.
Well, I got that coming later
there we
on.
go. All right.
You're jumping the gun there.
I know.
I'm gonna throw this golf tee at you.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, it's gonna stick in your eye. I'm
It
telling you,
is.
I promise.
That's what probably sent you to Loose Derrick, man.
Most likely, but yeah, you just can't. Why do you have to take the tour?
This is probably like 1 or 2 years too late, really, because he's had 35 starts in 3 years, and he hasn't. We talked about it all last week. 35 starts, 3 years, over a 5 ERA. I think he just brought something that the Rangers haven't really ever had, and that's an outgoing personality that's American.
Now, what I didn't know about it was it Game 3 or was it Game 4 that he pitched in the World Series?
Yeah, it was game. I think it was game. It
wanna
wasn't
say game
It
3.
wasn't at home.
Yeah, I want to say game 3.
It was in St. Louis. So whatever game was in St. Louis,
Did you know that was called the slap game?
the slap game.
Slap game.
Yeah, I heard this story. I was talking to.
No, I heard that.
I was talking to a couple of my other friends a while back this week, and they told me that before the game that Derek Holland was really jacked up for that game, and Wash actually said, "Hey, this is what we need for you."
Oh, yeah.
And Washington slapped him on the face. He goes, "Hey, you got it?" He goes, "Yep." Then he ran out there and pitched that great game.
I did hear that.
Maybe he should have got slapped before every start. You know,
Well, Wash
maybe he would still be here.
Wash really rode him.
Very
Really rode him when he was here because he was not performing. And maybe that's it. Maybe where's Wash at now? He's at Atlanta. Maybe Atlanta picks him up.
I thought it was Oakland.
They picked him up from Atlanta.
Okay, well, good for him.
So maybe Atlanta gets him. I don't think that he's going to be back with the Rangers. I think this, like you said, the tour is. I mean, it could happen technically.
It was his farewell tour of Texas there.
But also when
DFW.
What did he say? What he said on ESPN Dallas was he felt like he let the fans down. Do you think? To me, sorry to be harsh, but yeah, you kind of